Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'm sure this is feeling a little bit kind of flipped around because I got a new camera. I thought I'd invest a little bit more in the stream here. So I've got one now focusing where I'm just chatting on to you amazing gurus, everyone who's focusing on the stream. I'll have another camera on for the gameplay and breaking down sections too. So just thank you very much for every one of you who has who's joined me. Absolute pleasure to have you all here, so just say thank you. Just a quick thing for what we're going to do through today for anyone who's interested, because I don't have much time here, roughly around 20 to 30 minutes in total, but what I am going to be able to do is talk about a couple of things. One, we're going to show you the final kind of where I left off my level, break it down, tell you what I actually need to work upon, because although I got it done in time for everyone who is participating in the XYZ course, there's still things that I want to go back to improve upon, because I know it's still not the best that it can be. And show you that, because again, iteration is important, and I want to break that down and show that to you all as well, because it's super important for everyone, I guess, to understand that. The other thing is I want to show you all here is, because I'm not being able to show it this far, but the book. This here is the printed version of the book. Anyone who doesn't know, the book is coming out Tuesday on the 21st of this month. You'll be able to pick up a physical as well as an ebook copy as well. So yeah, I'm very excited because I've been working on this, oh man, I want to say 7 months, something around there, maybe a little bit longer, but it's here now. We can give you a little bit of a close-up, see if everything goes well with that there. You can see a little bit of sheen, but glossy for you. Go with the pages for it just to help show off some of the stuff that we're going to be getting inside the beautiful book. So yeah, it's coming out Tuesday. Can't believe it, honestly, team. It's been amazing. So thank you everyone who's been participating and watching my updates, to giving the feedback on the actual cover itself. A little fun fact, you've got a little QR code on the back for anyone who hasn't heard the podcast. It'll take them straight to there. So very, excited to see what everyone thinks about it. We've got a lot more going on with it, and I'm extremely, like I said, just if it is a bit off, just let me know. Leave me a comment. We'll get through it. So yeah, that's the main thing that we're going to be going through today. I'm excited by it. I think the camera could do with a bit of a adjusting a little bit better. Is that better? That's better. Also, a cool thing for it, you can't really see it, but I'll move it down. Got my little sack boy on the mic as well, so you can see them on it too. You don't always get to see that. So let's kind of quickly go through it. So we don't have much time. As I really just wanted to show you the book, let you all know it's coming out. It'll be coming out this in less than a week, and I'm super buzzing for it. I hope you're excited as well. Honestly, a lot of hard work has gone into that book, and I hope it's something that we can build and grow into more as we release more of the books. And yeah, okay, let's go switch over. See, switched over again. And there we go. Only the highest quality for all of you lovely people here. So you can see just upped the ante with the cool kind of awesome streaming gear that we've got going on. And we've messed around with more. If anyone else wants to see any more of it, just give me a shout. And we'll keep going through the best we can. All right then, team. Let's kind of go through. So last time we left it, we were kind of just talking about where we were here and then upon the building too, right? Well, this is where I want to talk a little bit about this, because this is where I need to still do some improvements with this. So let's talk about from the first. I should have actually got this prepared a little bit sooner for you all. Move that across for us. Coolio. All right. Let's go through it. I say, if anyone's got any questions, please just shoot them across, and I'll go answer them as best that I can. So, we've seen this a couple times already, but for those of you who haven't, this is kind of my mood board. I got all of my references, see some of them more up here. I started to separate them into different areas that I really kind of wanted to think that was really where the direction I was taking the building in. So a couple of things I need to still work on, right? Oh, I'm still getting used to this. Is the actual exterior itself. Okay, so let's talk about that. Now, although I have this here, kind of like playing off on here, which is fine. I think that's okay. We can imagine that glowing during the night. Great. But what I think needs to be better really taken care of is this section, right? This should more look either like here, or you see over there, or more like this, just to help make it stand out more. Like maybe if I just trim that down, we can get through it. Diggy Biscuit, so this is kind of a bit like brainstorming. I did this before I actually went and built my level. This was kind of my reference gathering, but I'm just showing you areas that I'm like, this should be improved upon. We've built it out, but this still needs to be iterated upon. That's what we're going with. So we drag that up here. Yep, reference images indeed, mate. Hey, Chrome Soul, thank you for joining me as well. And also, Digibiscuit, I actually didn't say welcome and thank you. Cheers, mate. So, just to elements here, I think it doesn't help that these covers are highlighted up here, but I think I need to bring up something more of a point on this one, right? Because we want that point to kind of highlight that this is an entrance. It may not be the entrance we want the player to take, but it's still an entrance. We keep this over here hidden. The only thing that I'm a little bit against with putting that bit hidden, right, is the fact that you see how it doesn't have an overlap anymore? So I guess if we have the gate, I'm just trying to more, if we pointed it up, similar to like that, try highlight this section more. So I'll play around with it. I'm not going to fix everything that I'm breaking down. I'm more showing you what I have to do in the future. And just for the record, it probably will still be a while in the future, just because with the fact that, you know, I'm going to do this a lot of the time, but with the fact that this has just come out, I'm kind of going to take a bit of a break away from level design just for a little bit. Not from the podcast, you'll still see me there, you'll still see me tweet, I'll still do some streams here and there. But just in terms of like actually putting down some work, I'm going to take a bit more time. So yeah, go with that. So hello, buddy. Thank you for joining the chat. So yeah, next thing. So in terms of this, I like this section. The design is clear. It's very simple. It's about, you know, giving a chance to take out the enemy. And then you've got your two routes up here or here. Again, this would actually be a locked gate. You'd need a key. I just have it open just for playable purposes. That's all. Come through. That's all fine. This section is fine as well. I like how this would be a patrol roughly around here. It's a very simple patrol, but it's okay in terms of what we're wanting for before we ramp up the difficulty. Here needs a bit of work still, because the fact that we have these cameras here, as well as the guard coming through, I need to have a bit more kind of breakdown and looking down what we're after in terms of their intent of walking around, as well as just options, because there's a lot of empty space here. And also right now, if the player was here, they'd be spotted by the camera instantly. And although yes, okay, we can take cover and it's about timing, if they take the enemy out here, they're going to be spotted. So we kind of need to break that down and balance that out a little bit more. Either remove the cameras or put more cover around it. Kind of massage that in there. So that's my plan with that. Tora Star Darkest asks, are these blocking assets made by yourself or are they from the asset store? So it's a combination. You can get the basics of these, like these blocks themselves, from Blockout, which is by Radical Forge. Great, it's free, it's on Unity, go get it. That's what I use to do all this stuff. But some of the more kind of... Oh, and it's also, this is from... why am I forgetting who these... This is from the Polygon Sci-Fi pack here. And... Oh, but some of these like LD kit pieces like here, I made them out of all the tools here, but you want to grab Radical Forge's tool called Blockout. I recommend it. So yeah, well, see it with it, my friend. Yeah, so that's kind of the design intent there. It's, like I said, great tools, great kit. I really like it, and I do recommend anyone who's interested in level design pick this up. As I say, it's free. Okay, let's talk about the edge of the building. So we can see that this, where is it? Does have some inspiration taken from here. Pie flavor, hiya and welcome. No problem, Toru Star. Jeez, why am I struggling with my words today? So we can see here that I actually do need... It's roughly there, right? In the sense of... So we see it's flat. We see that there is, you know, a thicker part to be the fire escape, which is that entrance here. That you can see it's a little bit more indented. That there is actually these spots here. Sorry, these windows around here. That a Costco. No, it's a warehouse, but that's a good one, man. That was said by Dude Kansang. Pie Flavor says, love watching you. Told me how long a process this really is past the paper design stage. Cheers, mate. I think this is one of the things that I really have been trying to show in terms of this, is that this level design isn't just a one and done thing. This is constant iterations. What you do in paper design might not always translate and will change when you get in there. And then when you're blocking out, you might see some things that don't work. You might see that there needs more space for mechanics. We talked about that of the why am I stumbling here? The security cameras and these sort of elements. So it's always going through iterating and iterating on me. So it's always something I want to talk about. What I do like, now this is just me, you don't need to put in this much detail with the loading bay numbers. But because I know this is only going to be seen by me, there isn't going to be an artist doing an art pass, I don't mind going a little bit more. So I took inspiration from here and applied it across. So again, you can see some of these inspirations coming. They still need a little bit of work to kind of reflect from one another. So Joss, hey buddy, thank you for joining in. Now this section I think is probably like the most amount of work here, honestly. This one is the loading bay, right? Sorry. And we have a couple of enemies here, and we have the shelves lined up perfectly fine. That's our kind of space that we should go through next. Kind of, because you can only come from these two, it's kind of more diagonal that you kind of head in towards. But what we need to do is kind of plan their route around it, so we understand that the obstacles are there, and how do we actually show the obstacles to the player, and also, like I said, roughly where it's all kind of going across, right? So that's part of it. The other thing is, and again, it's because of all these cover objects that things are kind of making it a little bit hard to see. Let's just try jump in, see with that. Because this one needs a little bit more massaging. Pie Flavor says, how much coding did you do for this function? Like, have you working on ladders and ducking? No, this came all preset in the overall pack that I bought. We're going to switch over to my main face cam right now there we go, just due to while we're waiting for that to load up. So no, this was taken from the third person cover shooter. I bought it from the asset store. That pack there really helps out to take care a lot of the kind of the burden for that stuff. So I'm just relying on actually what you're seeing here. Chrome Soul says this transition was slick. Yeah, you may have missed it, mate. I have spent a little bit more money just kind of upgrading the streams so we can all kind of get a better view on all of this stuff. Like I said, I want to make this better experience for not only you but myself, and just make it feel like it's overall better. And plus, like we saw earlier, you can see the little sack boy on my mic stand, so that's the best one for it. Chrome Soul, I am a Chrono Trigger fan. I still need to complete the game. I have not completed it. I've rebought it on Steam. I was kind of hoping it'd come off Switch, but I will do this because we've got a few more people in the stream now, and I'm sorry to plug shamelessly, but exciting news for it all. My book is now getting ready to come out. This is the first print of it. It comes out on Tuesday, when you can go get it, both ebook and also a physical copy too. You can see roughly what we have here. It is a really nice, kind of, I'm trying to sell it, but what I mean is, it's got some of my favorite tips for combat. Obviously, that's why it's called Let's Design Combat. It's the first book in my series, which is going to be called Let's Design. Now, it's something I'm really proud of. A lot of work has come into this book. We've got some amazing quotes from amazing people that you're going to be able to just see here. Just got design director from Sumo Digital, Andy, who's been on the podcast. Micha, who's also been on the podcast. Some of you know him because he's such a big community member, as well as Kendall, who is a good friend, as well as a great level designer too. And just show you what else we can expect with it, team, for it, so you can get a little taster. Why am I losing the page? There's a page I want you all to see here. Where did it all go? You know what I mean? You're trying so much for me making a book if I can't find the page I want to show you. There's a lot of great tips in here. This is the one. I just think it's a nice one for you. Is level loops. It's just, again, all the kind of best tips I thought for designing combat. It's not got everyone, but it's some that I think are really cool for it. Also, I hope you can see that I've tried to make it, and it's been a help from all the teams that helped make this book look amazing, to make it feel like it's part of an editor, with the window over here for the text, and then what you see with the UI up here, making it look like it's something you'd actually find within Unity, Unreal, or any kind of editor or game making tool at your disposal. So yeah, it's a cool one. I'm excited. Tuesday 21st, it comes out then, and I can't wait for it. Ebook, physical, all of that will be available Tuesday 21st. Now, let's switch back to the actual gameplay itself. See there. All right, let's read some of the comments there. Arku says, in the flesh. Congrats, Max. I'm excited for the release. Thank you so much. I'm excited to finally get it out. Arku says, meet your hype. Living up to the dream there. Josh says, is there a particular website we can order the book from? Yes. If you want the ebook, there will be a Gumroad store where you can get it. You will be able to pick it up from all big realtors like Amazon. However, if you do want to kind of support me more, then it will be available on the Lulu store. And what I mean by support me more is the fact that more of the money, the percentage of the sales, more of it for a physical copy will come to me through the Lulu store versus, say, Amazon. So you still can. I know some people order it through Amazon due to ease, Prime. That's all fine. But if you want to support me more, do check it out on the Lulu store. I will be linking to it when it comes out on Tuesday. I'll send all the links out. And if you want the ebook copy, that's perfectly fine. That'll be on Gumroad for all of you to be able to check out. So yeah, Kyron says, hype, I'm looking forward to your book. Thank you so much, mate. I can't wait for it to come out. And Torch says, combat design or encounter design, level design is one of the biggest challenges and probably one of the topics less spoke about. Thank you, mate. Yeah, I think it's one that we can all kind of, after doing my combat articles last year, I was kind of understanding that there wasn't many resources. There are some out there, but there were some that I was just like, do you know what? I think there needs to be more. And that's why it was kind of the inspiration for me. So now let's get back onto this because I need to wrap things up soon. So, as I said, we can see from here where our objective is. But because right now they're static, I will be replacing them with working AI. Because Josh was kind enough to send me some scripts that I need to add in. But it's pretty quick to get through here, right? The other thing is, if you want, there is a power generator in here, which if you take out, it will take out stuff like security cameras in the building. But it's hidden away right now. If you come in here, you've got a better line of sight for it, right? Come in, we see that. We also see our challenge here. But the other problem is, we've got a challenge here, and that's not working enough. So I need to kind of do a few things with this. 1, highlight the objective better. 2, point out the challenges within this room on all sides. 3, make sure this also is viewable. And 4, kind of give it a bit more oomph in its setting. Although this is storage like most warehouses have. Why am I... There we go. Let me go to interior here. I just need to make it feel... Now, it's not going to be as big or as grand as some of these reference images, for sure. But I need to make it feel kind of like it has its own vibe to it, sell it more. And part of that is because the racks that I have here, they're kind of empty, so I can mess around with that. Maybe add some pallets for the cover to go on, things like that. But just in how they're organized too, these kind of elements, maybe I add some stuff on the floor. You don't need to do that when you actually design levels. However, like I said before, because I am not working with an artist, I'm going to go a little bit extra in the detail just to help sell the space. The other thing that I'm lacking in this space too is gameplay, right? If we just come out of here for a second, that's when you realize I need to lift that up. So that's number 4 right there. Is we've got these disposable body containers with the dumpsters, right? There's none of that in there. So what I need to do is think about the gameplay, whether we have a security camera, because this is a fifth thing, so obviously I'm still showing you that there's a lot that I still need to do. When I press this button, I need to see what its effect is right away. Whether it's that we move this generator, make it slightly smaller, put it here, and then we press the button, there's a security camera in view, maybe it's up there or something, and it deactivates, right? That's what I need to do too, just to show what is the actual purpose and function. So there's quite a few things that need to happen here. These are just the bathrooms, so just part of that. But as you can see already, there's a few things that need to be worked upon, iterated on to make this better. This to me is still L0. I'll fix this and get actually one prop that meets the height regulations and not one where I'm Z-fighting for it. So Stiffmon says, hey buddy, how you doing? So that's kind of roughly what we need to do with this section there. So you can already see there's two elements I want to add. One other thing that I do want to go for are doors omitted in the blockout. What do you mean by omitted, mate? Like as in like a comedy moment, mate? That's a good idea, Pie Flavor. As in, I'm not putting them in. No, I will like script some basic functions for some doors or something like that. I've just left it open right now. Some things I've closed. If I know that these doors need to be closed, I'll just put like a black block in front of it. So that's kind of where we're going with it. With that, another thing I want to focus on, because I will be going soon, is I want to sell a bit more of the story here. I've just started Last of Us 2. Please don't spoil it, please. And their environmental storytelling is so friggin' good. And I think that's something that I need to focus on more, right? Because what we do here at the start turns off the power in here, and then we see some more guards over in this direction. I need to make sure that it's clear why they're there. Put up some fences maybe. Make it feel like we're breaking into the territory, even though it's a woodlands, that they still own this. Elements like this just to help, because part of the reason that this one is at a higher quality standard, I think, than other parts of this level right now, is because not only do I have the intent, it's more of a scene, so I don't need to really plan anything. There is some small interactions, but that's all worked out. But it's clear what the story is too, right? That is what kind of, not best communicated, because there's still things that need to happen. But we have our teammates we talk to. It's clear that they're trying to hack into the power here. They're in an area they shouldn't be, hence us getting rid of bodies. And then we finally get to go to the sub-generator power and see our overall goal. So that kind of goes through it. So I need to kind of give the same love and care into the next sections too. So that's part of the plan with it all. So yeah, team, that's a breakdown of what's going to happen in the upcoming time for sure. And hopefully it's all something I can share with you moving forward as well. Now, I am going to end this stream here. I know this was a bit more of a short one, but it's just due to time restrictions. I need to head out. But thank you. I hope this has shown you more iterative, how important the iterative process really is. So yeah, and like I said, Tuesday, everyone. This comes out. I really do hope that you enjoy it if you purchase it. If not, thank you still for tuning into the stream. I still appreciate everyone who helps support, you know, my kind of content on level design, everyone who wants to get better at level design, because this is how we do it, by getting better together. And like I said, yeah, I'm proud of this. I really am. And, you know, there'll be more information coming out about this. I've got a ton of kind of episodes lined up on my podcast, other people's great podcasts, Level Design Podcast. We've got that on leveldesign.org. We're coming out maybe with Ask Game Dev. It's maybe something with extra credits. We're still trying to work that out, but that's something that might come through woodwork. So you're going to be hearing about a lot from it and talking about it. I'll just answer some questions just before I head off. So let me just go through these, team. Evgeny Ramzov, I hope I said your name right. If I didn't, I really am sorry. He says, "Hey Max, nice to see you. I'm halfway through transition of..." Oh, brilliant. Thank you, matey. translation of the book. Mate, thank you so much. For those who don't know, I've teamed up with my friend Evan here to... Sorry, I shortened it Evan. I hope that's not the wrong way to say it. But he has approached me, and he's actually going to do a Russian translation of the book, because I know a lot of people from Russia tune into the show. So we're going to get that sorted, and we're going to get that out once this releases. After that, we're going to get the, like I say, the Russian version, and it's going to be awesome. So I'm always thinking, trying to make sure if there's other languages we can think about reaching out, let me know. I know Spanish might be one, but again, we're just thinking about it. We're moving through bit by bit. So yeah, thank you again, my friend, for getting that one kind of up and run. Did you biscuit ask, where's the kiosk to customize your junk? Dad joke there indeed. No, so thank you all very much, team. I appreciate each and every one of you. And yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed this. I know it's a little bit shorter, but take care. Look forward to Tuesday when the book comes out. And yeah, take it easy, everyone. And I'll catch you all next time. See you later. Ooh-wee.